Good morning, and we just wanted to come up and tell you a few tips and tricks on the West Highland Way. And so we will be going over several things that we thought you'd like to know, and then some obvious things that we'd like to point out. Sure, you purchase Walking the West Highland Way. It's great information and gives you a ton of history as you walk the trail.
This is a few tips for when you land. We landed in Glasgow, and we had a very easy time getting on the bus and then taking the train. The bus driver was lovely, gave us all kinds of tips to get to the train, about the train station. And then the train up to Milgai was very easy. We had no problem. Do a little research while you're flying, and then you will be all set. You absolutely got this, and that part is not stressful at all.
From the train station, it's just a short walk, about half a mile to the Premier Inn. That's where we stayed. There's several other options you can choose from. I think you'll enjoy it.
This train is for Milgai. Next stop is Milgai.
We also brought about 200 British pounds, and we thought that worked out great. On day one, make sure you go to the Glengoyne distillery. They had some wonderful whiskey. I'm not a whiskey drinker, but it was enjoyable to meet all the people there. We started the trip in rain. We're going to end the trip in rain. Prepare yourself to have rain and have great rain gear. The other thing is, if you think it's going to rain, put your rain gear on before you get wet, as opposed to putting it on after you're wet. That pays big dividends. We brought umbrellas, and I thought that they worked out wonderfully.
Accommodations. We booked a variety. We didn't do it too early, about 3 months before our trip, because we were a little late deciding. You could go longer. We did a nice variety. We were at a campground, we were at pods, we were at the ski resort, and we did the one in Drovers Inn. And so we liked the variety of where we stayed. Oh, also a bunkhouse at Loch Lomond. That was awesome.
We had a great dinner last night.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. We went to the, what was it called?
Ben
Lou
Indian restaurant.
Ben Lou Indian restaurant. They had great Indian, but we also had pizza there, which was outstanding. Make sure you ask the locals what restaurants they would go to, because they know the hidden gems. They were great and so friendly. And if someone's walking their dog, make sure you stop and talk to him. He will point out an endangered bird that we watched fly around. It was incredible. What a great time. Yeah, he's very protective.
But they're on the endangered list now.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
How many are you seeing them quite frequently around
We always
here?
have curlews here every year, but it's only just one pair that breed.
Oh, great.
So
That's great.
in previous years they've been in this field.
Okay.
And now maybe this is a second pair. I don't know that's in this, but I haven't heard them in this one.
Make sure you have the Scottish breakfast at least once or twice. The haggis, who knows what was in it, but try it. It was actually really yummy. Dean liked the blood pudding, and if you have a guy in a kilt serve you breakfast, it's even better. We are going to have a big day going to Glencoe, which is about 18 miles, give or take. And we are doing, yes, another baggage transfer. So my pack is lighter, and Teresa's pack is non-existent. So that will be good for us. First couple of days we did our own backpacks, and then we decided to do baggage transfer for one of us. It lightened my load and made the trip that much more enjoyable, and on that big day it was so much easier. The midges, as you can tell, have come out. So You're not saying their name because it calls them out more.
ooh, the unmentionables have come out.
You can look at the honesty boxes to pick up the smidge spray. It was no problem finding that. Almost everyone had it. We didn't actually end up purchasing it. And if you have a really good friend that hiked before you can have them mail it to you and take it on your hike.
Don't pack any food, only a few snacks. There's plenty of places to eat on the trail. Unfortunately, I ran into a guy that had all 8 days packed. His pack was so heavy, he was miserable. So just go along, you'll be able to find places to eat, and you can buy nice snacks too. It was great, and the food was delicious.
One of the best parts of the West Highland Way is the people you're going to meet along the way. Find out their stories. We loved meeting 2 couples from Israel and a couple from Germany. It made the trip so much more fun. And if you're so lucky, you will meet a kindred spirit. I did, in the fellow Teresa from Germany. Please be open to meeting people, and you will enhance your whole trip and your experience of the West Highland Way. Okay, celebrating 40 years of the West Highland Way. The Devil's Staircase. This section of the West Highland Way, which was originally the old military road, was constructed circa 1750 and linked Fort William with Stirling. The Devil's Staircase applies to the engineered zigzags leading up onto the highest point of the route at 550 meters, which is 1850 feet. 150 years later, during construction of the Blackwater Dam, some navvies making the journey to the site or back to King's House for whiskey perished on this section of the path. Thus, the Devil's Staircase became a foreboding name to those who would dare venture over this northern wall of Ronesh.
Devil's Staircase. You can see the people. And right in the middle of the screen, it goes up. So right in the middle is where the summit is, or the saddle. And then up and over. Don't be intimidated by the Devil's Staircase. Just take it slow and easy and you've got it. It's not that big of an issue. Plus, you're about 3, 4, 5 days into your trip before you hit here, so you've got those hiker legs. You're gonna love it up here, and it's all downhill from here. Enjoy. We're still on the West Highland Way, but we're on the high route coming into Fort Williams. I would take the high route into Fort Williams, and then when you come into town, go to your right back to the original end of the West Highland Way, and then you can continue on to the new ending of the West Highland Way. When you're in Fort Williams, do some touristy stuff. We went to the Museum of the Highlands Museum. That was great. And then we also visited one of their churches and took a tour on the lock itself. It was great being on the boat. The boat tour gave us a lot of history and we had a great time. The 2 skippers who were female were wonderful. Couldn't recommend it anymore.
Now you cannot miss this beautiful fishing vessel wrecked up on the beach. She's called the Dayspring and she was built in 1975 in Sandhaven on the east coast of Scotland.
Taking the bus or the train back to Glasgow parallels the trail. That way you get to relive it and you can say, hey, remember that spot on the trail? It's really nice. I would do the trail in 8 days. We did it in 7 and we had one long day. Break that day in half and it would make the trail so much better. Also, thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out and we look forward to seeing you again on the next trail.